Alright, good morning. Connor here. I just took the ferry back to San Jorge in the mainland from Ometepe, which you can probably see in the back there. Trying to keep my stress levels in control. I need to get to Costa Rica today. Tomorrow is the last possible day I can stay in this country without paying a $500 fine for overstaying my vehicle papers. So I really want to get out today. But another radiator issue. All my fluid leaked out. I think it's coming out where the bottom hose clamps in. I thought I'd fixed that. It wasn't leaking until today. So I don't really want to drive. It's only an hour to the border. So I don't know how much damage I would do if I just rode with no fluid. But I'm gonna stop by at a motorcycle shop. It's like noon right now. I think the border, I don't really know when it closes. The internet says 8, but there's the possibility that certain things for vehicle importation close earlier. That's happened to me before. So I'm gonna try and get everything done as fast as possible. Stop by at a motorcycle shop and ask them if they can replace my hose and give me a new clamp, fill me up, and just to make sure I didn't do anything wrong, you know, like, yeah. Okay, update. We're in Costa Rica. Let's go. It's been a long day. I found a mechanic to take care of my radiator issue. I'll explain the details of it later, but it didn't end up being that serious. And I just got through the border, got through the aduana. Everything's done. All things considered, this was a fairly easy border. It did take maybe like 2 hours, but my mentality was good. People were really nice and friendly, and yeah. Yay, Costa Rica. I'm ready to sleep and get some food. Alright, first night in Costa Rica. I'm staying with my couchsurfing host, Ernesto, in his house in a little village outside of Liberia. And it turns out he's a fellow motorcyclist. And he's also got a KLR, look at that. So, I'm gonna do his, chilling in the garage together. I got my cot set up. It has been raining so hard today. I got so wet. Drying some stuff. Yeah, intense day, but a good one, a really good one. Good morning and welcome to Connor's first full day in Costa Rica. It's actually daylight now, so I can actually see where I am. This is my couchsurfing host Ernesto's house. I'm just gonna show you kind of this bloodbath that I walked in on yesterday. It has been raining so hard that I just got engulfed in mud as soon as I got here. Bike got stuck here. Ooh, wow, look, I'm slipping in right now. And then we unloaded it, and then we just pushed it up that ramp into his garage. And it is just absolutely soaked here. It's like a swamp. I'm in good spirits today. I'm headed to some waterfalls. I'll put the name in down here once I remember. And yeah, that's about it. Okay, while it's still fresh in my mind, I'm just gonna get you guys up to speed on what happened with the radiator yesterday. Essentially, I had a leak coming out here. This is where the hose connects to the actual radiator. And as it turned out, I had attached these clamps incorrectly. Usually there's only one. I actually put 2 on as an extra conservative measure this time. But essentially, I had put this on the elbow of this L-shaped piece, and that doesn't form a good seal. You have to put it on the straight part. And so that's why stuff was leaking out. This is how you know when your tire sucks in the mud. Alright, approaching my first destination here in Costa Rica. Looks like I'm the only person in the parking lot, so I'm probably going to be the only person at these waterfalls. I guess that's what you get when you come on a Tuesday in the rainy season. Alright, here we are, Llanos de la Cortez. The water level is so high right now. Look at this sign over here. This whole area is kind of flooded. This sign is literally in the water. And here's the actual waterfall itself. It's a bit dirty because in the rainy season, I think all the water kind of runs off, collects dirt, and then runs into the rivers. But that's quite impressive. Here we got a little mini one. And as I expected, completely alone, no one here. I guess I should swim, right? I'm even tempted to do a bit of skinny dipping because there's nobody here. Doesn't look like anybody's gonna come. They're not gonna catch me. spotted me, huh? We on the same team. Turns out they did stop me even before I got my shoes off. Lifeguard came down and told me that because the water level is so high, you can't swim. So that's a bit of a shame, but it's okay. I just spent a nice hour or two reading, looking for animals. Saw, oh, I thought I just saw something there. Saw an iguana, some monkeys. Yeah, it's all good. Yo, 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 good morning. It's time to leave at Ernesto's house. Today I'm headed to Monteverde, which should be nice and cool. It's supposed to be really, really beautiful as well. But yeah, higher elevation, less heat. Hopefully not as much rain either, but we'll see about that. But yeah, there I'm staying with a couch surfing person's friend. So we'll see how that goes. This area is super, super pretty. So I feel like I gotta film some stuff. It just seems like this pastoral paradise, super green, lots of pasture lands, and it's just cute, you know? Yo, 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 what's good? We made it to Monteverde. We're doing a little hike in the only free cloud forest they have here. This is a hike up to a little peak called Cerro Negro. No, Cerro Amigo, I think. I will correct that if I'm wrong. But yeah, it's free. Everything else here costs a lot of money. Like even just entering the cloud forests that are protected costs like $20, and like a coffee tour is like $35. So my plan is I'm gonna hike this. I'm gonna go back. I've been reading a lot. I had a nice cup of coffee. Then I'm gonna go climb this big ficus tree that they have. You can climb really high up in it apparently. And yeah, I'm just gonna entertain myself with the free stuff, save some cash. But anyways, the bike is going to stay here. This is a super, super steep, windy trail, and it's just all these like hairpin, extremely steep turns all the way up, I think. and so I just don't want to risk it today. I'm not really wearing any gear, and yeah, you know, give the bike a rest. I'll work out my legs instead. Okay, that didn't last long. I've gotten quite lazy. I walked up for like 5 minutes, and the steep, like, it's still steep, but it's no longer so crazy windy, so I was like, screw it, I'm going back for the bike. All right, another update. So, I did not go up to Cerro Amigos. What happened was, after I got back on that bike, I went up that rough section with all the hairpin turns, continued up in maybe another few minutes, and then I saw the aftermath of a crash between an ATV and a motorcycle. The ATV had been coming down, the motorcycle had been going up, and I think they hit each other or they like ran each other off the road. But yeah, a couple of dudes standing around on other bikes, you know, that hadn't been involved in the crash, and then a guy down from the ATV with some cuts and stuff. Nothing too serious, but the ATV kind of in a ditch. Motorbike guy also kind of banged up. So I roll up to there, and it's really steep, loose rocks in this area. So once I lose my speed and I try to get going again, I like hit a big rock, kind of lose my balance, and then the bike starts tipping. I'm going at basically like less than walking speed at this point, and then the bike starts to go, and it just goes. I couldn't stop it. So I had my first crash. I didn't really go down. I'm totally unscathed, but the bike did go down. Luckily, that's why I got crash bars and little guards for my levers, and totally fine. You know, maybe lost a thimbleful of gasoline when it was tipped over. But yeah, I guess there it goes. My crash virginity on this trip. Maybe 9.5 months in. It was bound to happen. Yeah, so after that, I turned around and I decided to go back. It just gave me like a bad vibe, you know. People had already crashed. I had just tipped my bike over. So I was like, maybe not. I'll just go climb this tree.
Okay, I have sneakers. Yeah.
Okay, made it up the tree successfully. Trembling a little bit. Definitely got an adrenaline rush coming up here. It's really, really high. It's really, really cool. You definitely gotta do this when you come to Monteverde. And now let me show you how high I am. Ok, Santi, muéstrame lo que hiciste. Bien hecho.